This was going to be a quick little thing I wanted to get out of the way real quick because ever since I did like the worst final bosses list, there were a few things missing. For one thing, there was a couple final bosses I faced that I just found to be some of the worst. But this one right here that I am going to rant about is one that I consider to be the absolute worst in gaming history. And I think this small showcase footage is going to showcase. And I just have one question to the developers that made this horrendous fight.
How do you fuck that up?
On what planet could this fight have possibly worked? It's already bad enough that this game's lineup of bosses are shit anyways, but this is just scraping the bottom of the barrel. Not only do I consider this to be the worst final boss in Transformers history, this is literally by far the worst final boss I've ever faced in gaming history. If I made my worst final bosses list way before I fought this guy, number 0. How could have this fight top the two worst final bosses that I despise in my opinion? The two absolute dipshits. Well, for one thing, this is barely even a boss fight. Look at the fight, this is barely anything. No interesting music, and they butchered my character, my favorite character. Just, what the hell? It wouldn't be so bad if it was Starscream, but no, of course, it had to be Shockwave of all characters to take the role of this fight. It's downright insulting. This fight is just a waste. This is barely even one. And you wanna know what happens after you beat him? Roll the credits. It may look like I added something, but no, I didn't. That's how the game ends. It just rolls the credits. No ending to the show, what happens after you defeat him, no showcase of his defeat, nothing. Which doesn't make any sense since the game has multiple points that don't make any sense, like Shockwave being in the movie game, even the console version, despite the fact he's not even in the actual movie. A cutscene that shows us playing a level with 2 Autobots raid a military base, and Ironhide being at a Crash Star Derby. I'm like, you have time to add this shit, but not a proper conclusion to this game. There's nothing! There is nothing! This fight is really retarded! There is nothing positive I can say. With Lucien and Hask, the only things these two have is they aren't even characters that I like, so I wouldn't even care that their fights have been done dirty. But of course, let's do my favorite character done dirty. Let's do his boss fight dirty. Let's just screw that up. Many people say Jasper Bat Jr. is the worst final boss in gaming history, but at least the little shit actually puts up a fight. This is nothing. There's nothing positive I can say about this insult of a battle. It's more insulting than any insulting final boss that anyone can think of. Nothing is redeemable. If this is as low as final bosses that the developers can make, I have no hope in them for any future games at all. Screw them. They don't deserve any appreciation. You're not a game developer if you're gonna make shit like this. I can't believe it. Just how? How? I don't know. You want to experience a good Shockwave boss fight? Transformers Dark of the Moon and Devastation. You'll thank me later. At least with Dark of the Moon, he's actually the final boss. And I consider him to be the actual proper final boss fight for Shockwave, rather than this dung heap. I'll see you guys in the next video. I might do a double upload or something. But, yeah. Thank you all for watching.